Hello there, what is up? Cormando here, welcome to my WWE Payback 2017 predictions. I don't think this is going to be a long one because overall I don't think this is a necessary pay-per-view, and I don't feel there's really been much build to a majority of these matches. I feel like if there was another like 3 to 4 weeks it would be okay, but quantity over quality, yeah! So let's get to it. Pre-show, there's a pointless match in Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Only build there was this week. They had a match and they had Gallows and Anderson and somebody else, Samoa Joe was it, attacked Enzo and Cass, and then Seth Rollins came out and then Finn came out and that's it. There's only reason the build to this. It's just pointless. I don't know what the hell they're doing with either of these teams. It just doesn't make sense. And I feel like I'm always really critical when it comes to these pay-per-views, but I actually enjoy Raw and SmackDown for the most part. Like I think the most part is really good. I do. I enjoy it. I think it's a lot better now than it was a few years ago. I really enjoy it. But then when it comes to these pay-per-views and stuff, I just think it's unnecessary because there's too many of them. As for this match, who cares? Enzo and Cass will probably win, or the Ferret and his robot will win. And there's also a Finn Balor on Miz TV segment. Don't know what the hell they're doing with Finn. Ever since his return, it just doesn't feel important at all. And Miz on Raw now. I mean, Miz is still good, but I think he was better on SmackDown. I imagine this will just end with Finn, attacking Miz. And apparently those two are supposed to feud, and Ambrose and Wyatt is supposed to feud again, which I was like, oh, don't tell me that. I don't want that again. Because this was their chance to save Bray with this WWE title run, and they ruined it. They bloody had Orton win, and then. And now there's this match here, which is not for the title, so I imagine Bray will win. But yeah, it is WWE, so we'll probably have Orton win again, even though he doesn't need it. But, yeah, this Finn Miz thing could be alright. But I was looking at the Finn versus Wyatt could have been good, but I think Wyatt is now officially ruined. They had their chance. It's done now. I don't see him being successful, especially on Raw. They still had a bit more of a chance on SmackDown, but I don't see it on Raw. Anyways, the way this is laid out on Wikipedia, usually they have like sort of like what will be the main event forward, but it's laid out very differently this time. The top match they've got is Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho for the US title, and if Jericho wins, he goes to SmackDown. But apparently Jericho's going on tour with his Fozzy band. Like right after this pay-per-view, that's when he sort of starts with them. So I have my doubts that he'll win. If he did, I'd be very shocked. But I'll go with Kevin Owens to win this one. And again, because they've been transferred to different shows, there's been no build to this really. Just a couple of promos, and I just still enjoy Jericho. Jericho's hilarious. I love all the friends of Jericho and all those different Jericho things that he comes with. But no build. This preview just doesn't seem necessary. They should have, I don't know, allowed each one to attack on different shows, or they should have just done something. The superstar shake-up thing kind of ruined the build to this preview, in my opinion. Yeah, Kevin Owens will win. Apparently, I don't know if it's true, but apparently WWE, or more so Vince McMahon, wants to hide Kevin Owens' physique. That's why he's wearing this suit things, and apparently they want him to wrestle in the suit. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know. Apparently Vince McMahon is upset that Kevin Owens isn't working out or trying to get rid of his physique or something like that, which is bullshit in my opinion, because Kevin Owens is probably one of the top 5 guys on the roster, both in the ring and on the mic. He's just great. He's great, and he's consistently great. So I don't see what the problem is. I mean, this is the same company that has bloody Yokozuna and Mark Henry and all these other extremely fat guys that couldn't do even a quarter of what bloody Kevin Owens can do. But he's complaining about this. If it's true, I mean, these things tend to be so. So yeah, that's apparently why Kevin Owens is wearing the suits and stuff, and also him shaving his beard is a request of Vince too. Apparently, don't know if it's true though. But as for this, I'll go with Kevin Owens for the win. Now, next we have the Hardy Boys versus Cesaro and Sheamus for the Raw Tag Titles. I've actually quite enjoyed the build to this. It's been good. It's been each week. I've really liked it. I really like Cesaro and Sheamus. They're probably one of my favourite teams on Raw, and it's always great to see the Hardys. Although I'm surprised at the amount that they're having these guys wrestle. Like, Jeff is like in serious pain. You can even see it in his matches. They give the guys a break. You know, they always said before they came to WWE they wouldn't work a full-time schedule, and they have been doing some house shows. And I'm like, why did you agree to it? You're just gonna bloody seriously mess yourself up again. So I think they should give the guys a break. I don't think they should be doing house shows, or if they are, they should have a very limited role and should be taking as little bumps as possible. And you can tell the way Jeff does like the Swanton bomb and stuff now, that he's preventing himself from hurting himself because he's landing fully on them and his feet's protecting like the lower of his back as he does it, because clearly he's in pain, and you know, it's understandable from all the crazy shit he's done. So yeah, I think they should just cut back on the amount of matches these guys should have, because like they said when they were in TNA, they didn't need to have matches. They wanted to change the way, you know, things were done with all their different, you know, crazy broken brilliant stuff. But as for this, I'll go with the Hardys to win. But I could see a Cesaro Sheamus possible heel turn here, because they've been sort of teasing it, where Sheamus gets pissed and attacks the Hardys, but then he's okay again. Or Cesaro got pissed this week, but then Sheamus was sort of the one to, you know, calm down and what have you. And you know, the build has been good, and it's made sense. I've really liked it. So I could see a Cesaro Sheamus heel turn. I could see it, or at least a heel turn, but I don't think they would get booed for it. Maybe if it was on the Hardys they would, but I still think Cesaro and Sheamus' faces is good. I do. Anyways, moving on, we have Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt in the House of Horrors match. Honestly, there's been very little build to this, and very little reason to care about this. Sure, the people are saying, oh, it's going to be some cool thing, like a Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy stuff that they did in TNA, or the Wyatt family compound thing, and apparently it's supposed to sort of start off like that, a pre-taped thing, and then end up in the ring. I don't know. They haven't given me a reason to care for this, and as I said before, I think Bray Wyatt is officially ruined, and there's no chance of him ever being a big deal. Like he was the surprise return on Raw this week, and people didn't give a shit really. It was disappointing, and understandably so. He should be a big deal. Him popping up out of nowhere should be like what Undertaker does, or did, and it isn't. It sucks. It really does suck, because he's a great character, a great wrestler, and they've ruined him due to horrible booking. But I'll go with Bray, but because it seems more likely now that it's not for the title. Originally it was, but I'll go with Bray. But they haven't given me a reason to care about this. Neville versus Austin Aries for the Cruiserweight title. At least the build's been consistent, I guess. But on Raw this week, right? There was a thing on the Fallout, and Austin Aries said he was talking to Kurt Angle about having some surprise thing for 205 Live. Still waiting for it. Nothing happened. He was saying there's going to be some surprise thing on 205. Nothing fucking happened. Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. I suppose the build has been okay, but I don't really care or have a reason. I just don't feel like there's enough build for these matches. It just doesn't seem important. And 205 Live I just don't like the way it's presented. I really don't. Like, you watch SmackDown and you watch that, and it's just different. It just isn't the same. Like, I don't like that the matches are really long. And don't get me wrong, sometimes there is some good matches, but it's like the matches are really long, and then there's no breaks, and then there's too much rest holds and shit. Sometimes they do have good matches, and then other times I'm just bored, you know. I'm just bored, which is not something you want while watching a show. Um, I don't know. I'll go with Neville retain. I don't think Austin's gonna win it yet. Maybe, but I don't know. I don't really care either. Moving on, we have Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. In a match, in my opinion, it should have had some sort of stipulation. But again, I wouldn't have had Roman Reigns returning this early after Braun absolutely destroying him. And Braun is my favourite part of Raw by far. What they're doing with him is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love it. I love Braun. The dumpster match this week, loved it. Him and Big Show the week before, loved it. Him destroying Roman Reigns over and over and over again, loved it. This is the best part of Raw every week by far. I love it. I love the booking of Braun Strowman. It's amazing. How is this not happening everywhere else on Raw? But the thing is, I still, that's the thing I said. I do enjoy Raw, and I think Raw is getting better. I just don't feel the need for these pay-per-views. I think they should cut back pay-per-views big time. Big time. If it was just 1 month Raw and 1 month SmackDown, I do think it would be far better, and the pay-per-views would actually, you know, be better, because you're having like essentially 2 months to build to each pay-per-view, and I think it would be much better. But quantity over quality, that's Vince's motto. So for this, I don't think Reigns should be returning already, but he is. But some people were complaining about the dumpster match that they're like, oh, the New Age Outlaws did it better, blah, 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 blah. And oh, Kalisto winning, oh, you buried Braun Strowman. That was good booking, Kalisto winning like that. He won via a quick, like, out of nowhere thing, a little drop kick, and then Braun killed him. So how is that bad booking? I don't see how that's bad booking at all. That would have been the perfect way for me to book it, actually. Unless you're gonna have just Braun absolutely annihilate him. But I thought the shock Kalisto win was great, and then Braun just killing him. I loved it. I thought it was great. I wouldn't have booked that any better. I thought it was awesome. And the old Braun killing Roman Reigns, that ambulance thing was cool. But yeah, I just don't think Roman Reigns should return this early. I mean, if you look at it in a kayfabe way, Braun dropped that guy from like 6 to 10 feet, or in WWE's way, that would be like 20 feet. Face first, no way to protect yourself. He would be fucking wrecked. Now I know it was a dummy or something, or like a doll or whatever. Not actually going to drop the guy that far into concrete. But that would absolutely annihilate him. He should be out for months. And then he bloody flips the ambulance. Which again, people are like, oh well, it's not real or whatever. Like, so? It's entertaining. Like, these people are far too critical of the show and dissect every little fucking thing instead of just sit back and try to enjoy it. You know? I don't think Reigns should be returning. It just doesn't make sense after everything that's happened. But it should have been in some sort of stipulation match. Maybe there will be one at the next pay-per-view. I just hope Braun wins. I don't think he needs to lose to Reigns again. That would be so stupid. And after that thing with the ambulance at the house shows, Roman was coming out and bloody beating Braun, just like a spear through the table or some shit. This is the guy that's just been dropped on his face and tipped over in an ambulance. He's now okay. At least it was a house show, I guess. I'll go with Braun for the win. Now we have Seth Rollins versus Joey Samoa. And some people like jizzing about this because of the great matches they had in Ring of Honor and everywhere else. It won't be a great match. I'm putting that right now. I'm just saying it. It won't be a great match. Personally, I don't think Samoa Joe's had a great match since coming to WWE. I really don't. Sure, there's been some good matches, some decent matches, but I don't think he's had a great match. I don't think he's been used to his full potential. And Seth Rollins hasn't really been having that great matches either. I just feel these guys don't get to be used in the way that they should be. Like, they put great matches on elsewhere, then WWE takes them in and they're not allowed to do that. which sucks. You know, Seth Rollins is a great guy. Joe's a great guy. It's weird because your fucking AJ Styles comes out and he's having awesome matches all the time, but then these other guys that are just as talented aren't. Like, I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me. As for this, I don't know. Joe, I'll go Joe. It seems like he'll win it. I don't know. No reason to care about who wins it. And finally, we have Bayley versus Alexa Bliss, which is probably the match. It shouldn't be happening this soon. There's just been very little build. Bliss won the Fatal 4-Way, and then she had a promo this week with Bayley, and that's it. Just unnecessary for this match to be happening so soon. And I knew it was going to happen. Alexa Bliss destroyed Bayley on the mic. Bayley is fucking horrible. Absolutely horrible. Maybe she'd be better if she wasn't being scripted word for word, but she is horrible. Alexa Bliss absolutely destroyed her. I was watching a thing yesterday with Vince Russo going nuts about it, and he didn't like any of the women. He didn't like any. He thought they were all bad, but I would have to disagree. I do think Alexa Bliss is good on the mic. She's really good, but the whole oh, have you never kissed a boy thing or something, I will agree that was fucking stupid. That was a pretty dumb line. But Bayley's just so like monotonous and boring, and it's the same thing every time she has a promo. And this whole like Sasha Banks coming out and them two sort of, I don't know, it's just what they're doing with Bayley is so fucking stupid. So stupid. And apparently they're saving Bayley and Sasha for SummerSlam, so I mean there's 47 pay-per-views until SummerSlam, so I don't see why Alexa Bliss could win now and then lose it later on to Bayley again. So I'm gonna go Alexa Bliss. Although I could maybe see some Sasha Banks interference shenanigans. But yeah, I did think Alexa destroyed Bayley on the mic. She also had a good thing, which is probably one of the best responses to the what chants ever. Like, they were doing the what chants, and she responded to it, and she said it really quickly. She's like, if Alexa Bliss is the best, say what? And they said what? And she's like, there, told you. I thought that was awesome. That was really, really good. I imagine she would have gotten some good praise from that from Triple H and what have you backstage. That was a great thing to say. But yeah, I'll go with Alexa for the win. But like I said, I just don't think it's just a necessary pay-per-view at all. And like I've already said it, but I enjoy Raw in that each week. For the most part, I think it's a good show. Apart from, there's obviously still a few things that isn't good, like Dana Brooke and Alicia Fox this week. That was terrible. I don't think Dana should be on the main roster at all. Just put her back to NXT. I think she has potential, and I don't know what it is, and I'm not dissing her or anything, but she's getting far. Like, if in her face, I don't know if maybe it's some of that, I don't know, liposuction or whatever the hell it is, but I've noticed it for a while, but her face is getting bigger. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but that's what I'm noticing. And this whole her and Emma thing, don't know what to think of that, really. It's just kind of crap. Emma's so talented, and you're just wasting her on shit like this. Why not have her feud with Sasha Banks or something, you know? But no, Sasha Banks has got to be like Bayley's bloody buddy or bodyguard or some crap. That would be the only sort of thing I didn't really like on Raw. Would have been that. I can't really remember much else. That was a few days ago now, and I've watched a lot of wrestling since then. So there you have it. That's it. That's Payback, and I have the day off on Monday, which is good. May Day. So that worked out perfectly. So that'll be good. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I didn't think I would speak this long, but you know, once I get going, it's kind of hard to stop me. There you have it. Thanks for watching. See you later.